This week, I'm going to talk about being loving. The first thing I want to say about this is that being loving means to let go of your way. Sometimes you're ruining your life, your relationships, your future because you just don't want to let go of your way. You have to decide to adjust to what and who is best for you. Let me say that again. At some point in your life, if you want to walk the path of love and peace, you have to decide to adjust to what and who is best for you. Sometimes you just got to let go of what you thought. And then you can move on and move forward and do wonderful things in your life and have wonderful relationships. But it's a beautiful thing when you can love somebody else. And it comes back in the most beautiful, unexpected ways, I promise you. I know loving is a risk, and it's okay. But it's also beautiful, and it will come back to you. Maybe not from the person maybe that you wanted to come from, but you will receive that love back. I know because I've been through it, okay? So don't be afraid. There's no fear in love. You can't love and then be afraid all the time. You need to heal. Make sure you're healing. Because there's something wrong if you can't trust. Something wrong if you're afraid. Something's terribly wrong. So you have to heal from whatever hurt you and whatever took you away from your initial ability to love. Like, imagine how good it would feel if you actually free other people to be who they are and stop trying to tell them who they ought to be, how they ought to be, how they ought to act, where they ought to work, how much they ought to make, what they should be driving, where they should be living. What if you just chilled and just let them be who they are? And if they're not who you need or want in your life, leave them alone. It doesn't make sense to engage in relationships with people that you don't want to accept. In other words, you're not loving them. Because in order to love somebody, you have to actually accept who they really are, not who you think they ought to be. And then also love yourself enough to become who you were intended to become. Not looking at John and saying, oh, I want to be like that. No, be who you are. You are unique. You are special. You have something wonderful to offer the world. So be who you are. Become who you're supposed to be. Stop trying to be what's popular at the moment because you'll never get to where you're trying to be. You'll never reach the success you're looking for. Experiencing real love is incomparable. You cannot compare anything to real love. Because real love doesn't fade. It doesn't matter whether you're broke, whether you're rich, whether you're well, whether you're sick. Real love doesn't change. So that's why I want to encourage people to just learn how to love yourself and learn how to love other people the right way. There is a right way to love. A lot of times we're being very controlling and very selfish and we call it love and it's not. So I want you to choose to be loving. It's not something that's going to happen on accident, I promise you. When you decide to love someone and you decide to love yourself, sometimes you're going to have to adjust some things in your life. You're going to have to leave some things. You're going to have to embrace some things. And it's okay. But what you cannot do is stay in a comfortable place and think you're going to be enjoying and embracing love, because you're not. A lot of times our comfortable place is just our place of fear, where we've gotten comfortable being afraid, so we don't move forward and we don't do the things that we can do. We don't embrace the relationships that we can embrace. We don't build the way we can build because we are afraid. But to the best of your ability, choose to be loving. This has been Toleda Colquitt with more steps to love. Guess what? I love you. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.